And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Ulrich. As we close into the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. Let's take a look at the Pelicans. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
And seeing where the Pelicans are, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. On mid forward, Ingram and Williamson. Curry is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Smith in at the center position. And for Charlotte, they've got Jared Allen. MP out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Salon in at the power forward position. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
And Ingram missing. End zone, MP will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Inside.
And his teammates love it. Whenever is aggressive trying to score, really puts pressure on the opposing defense.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he sinks the second. Here's Curry. Pass to Smith. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Williamson outside. Curry deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot, and it's Williamson missing. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Pistons in Detroit.
And that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Well, watching the film, I thought they did a great job playing the energy.
Now here's Curry. Back to Ingram. Smith with a screen on Miller. For three, Ingram drills the three-pointer.
Silky three-point shot by Ingram. Just goes to the arc and knocks it down.
Ball, the pass to Allen. Outside, Ball. Back to MP. And it's off from three-point range. New Orleans has gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Williamson. Shoots over Ball. And it's Williamson missing.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
MP, no good. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And defensively stand, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
And here is Ball. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter and earmark of today's game.
Well, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Murray finds Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Leaving no room for error. Murray rises up and finishes with authority.
Pass to Salon. MP outside. Outside, Ball. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Outside Curry. Kicks it out to Williamson. Williamson with a screen for Ingram. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Salong. And the three ball is good. Salong's got his second basket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Curry passes to Ingram. And no good. Good team by Miller. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Salong. And here is Allen. Here's MP. Here's the three. And another three for Charlotte.
You can just tell that MP was in the zone on that three-point attempt.
The Pelicans trail. Ingram outside. Over Miller. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense played a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Allen shot is off. And so Curry will bring it up for New Orleans. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We talked about trying to contain someone like Zion Williamson, and Coach said it's like trying to put out a fire with a squirt gun. He's just so explosive and physical. The only good option is to build walls and try to cut him off from the hoop. See how that works out for you. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
It's Ingram on the wing. Miller grabs the miss. Charlotte's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And the shot goes in.
Well, MP knows these are high-value looks inside.
As the Pelicans with the ball. 4-point game. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Has checked in, and a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at the Pelicans. They've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And the Hornets, they believed that they were the best team entering the year. Others believed it too, and we've seen nothing to dissuade that assumption.
Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Ball. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit, ranked one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about it is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Pelicans trail by 4. Murray outside. Pass to Hawkins. Smith with it. Allen defending. Smith dishes to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. A floater. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws come out. LaMelo Ball picks one up. And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Final.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that? Well, welcome to the NBA.
And here is Ingram, following the three-pointer by MP. On the wing, Murray. And the Pelicans miss again. Hornets lead by 5. Steps back. Here's Miller. And there's another one for the Hornets.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Pass to Ingram. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. So with Brandon Ingram's height and shooting ability, Stan, he can get about any shot he wants in.
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
What a fun player to watch. Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Tyson's checked in. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Ball. Dyson with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Smith. Williamson outside. And here is Murray. No good from outside. Here's Salon. And that one is stuffed right through.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Williamson. He had a 15-point outing in the last game against Orlando.
How about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answer for how to contain him.
Smith. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
In racing the clock, Smith able to keep his composure and finish.
Pass to Tyson. Here's Salon. And he also played a big role in that last game with Detroit.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Now here is Smith. 8-point game. Murray outside. Fires from deep. And it's MD with the rebound. And the Hornets with possession here. Getting their first of the season at this Pelicans team.
And taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it winning both matchups last season.
Now here's Allen. He is a good contributor to his team, averaging about 2.5 points a game. He had a nice open look right there. Salon's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Hornets. And Murray's got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 11. Pass to Ingram. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
MP's shot is good.
And And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now here's Ingram. Coming in off the 12-point lead is what's out. Comes up empty down low. Here's MP. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Give MP credit, showing some skill right there, drawing the whistle.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
And the Hornets making a change here. Pelicans is checked in. And here's Ingram from the arc. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Hawkins kicks to Ingram. Hawkins a screen on Wilkins. Here's Ingram. Caught it from 12. Ingram's got 8 points.
And this is Ingram's bread and butter, a terrific mid-range shooter who looks to score from there off.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Detroit had a huge game. He scored 40 points and his passing was a cut above with a ton of assists on the night. Really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was maxed up against him certainly was.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
There's 31 seconds left in the first.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting a 5-for-8 clip.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pelicans trail by 17. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ingram outside. Over Wilkins. Ingram can't get that one to fall. MP right outside. MP getting it done for Charlotte. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
He's got ball. He's out there with MP. And Miller out there with Jared Allen. And it's Tyson in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Hendricks. The Hornets pull it in. MP's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Now here's Ingram. Over MP. And it's Ingram missing.
Yeah, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Allen laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 8. Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Charlotte. MP's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the middle. Tyson with the bucket. Tyson, who's got 6 points.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Hendricks. Hawkins beyond the arc. Jared Allen pass in here by Charlotte. Allen at the screen from it. Takes it inside. Rebound by Williams. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. In the second quarter, held scoreless. And stolen by Miller. MB finds Allen. Doesn't go that time. Here's Hendricks. Covered by MP. Pass to Hawkins. And we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Steve?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Hooked away. Pass to Hendricks. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Williams. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And they're going to have a nice little run here.
Ingram passes to Hendricks. Hawkins with it. Will it go? That one drops and he's now 2 for 5.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Pass to MP. Miller kicks the ball. Now MP. Back to ball. This one for 3. Pelicans pull it in. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Hendricks, and Jones has it in the corner. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Ball, the pass to Miller. Ball with it. Puts it up. Again, the Hornets score.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Changes for New Orleans. Zion Williamson's checked in for Williams. DeJounte Murray comes in for Herbert Jones. And Curry subbed in for Hawkins. Now here's Ingram. 8 points for him. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. and his team is struggling as a result.
Allen finds MP. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
And let's review some numbers for MP. And he's an absolutely devastating offensive weapon. Number 2 in the league in scoring.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Lays it in off the breakaway. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Mr. Williamson. Murray outside. Back to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Curry. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Ball dishes to MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Well, the defender tried to get away with the foul right there, but MP exposed it.
And he makes the first. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Charlotte. Now, here's Curry. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Williamson. Hornets with the rebound. To the inside. It's deflected. Curry against MP. Right side Curry. Pass to Hendricks. Curry surveying the D. Off target from three-point range.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Shots good by Miller.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Murray, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want to force things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Such a force as Allen goes to the line. A real throwback. There is a center who primarily operates near the hoop. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Wilkins is checked in for Miller, and Allen drops them both.
And doing a good job from the line here in the second quarter.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. And he could not get that one to go. On contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jared Allen.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
And the first one drops. So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game, sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish, and I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
And here is Curry after Jared Allen made that last 3-pointer. MP against Curry. Back to MP. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Hendricks. 8 points his last outing. Williamson finds Curry. There's a screen. Here's Hendricks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Salon.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And they're moving it up. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Grady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's MP. The Pelicans make their lunch. Rebound by Murray. Poked loose. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me, and that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. And here is Mitchell. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple. MP outside. Charlotte moving the ball around. The three. They grab their own miss. Wilkins kicks to Mitchell. Now on a screen on Curry. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. His three-pointers off the mark. Now for New Orleans, shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 22-point game against Orlando. Williamson in the post. Working on Wilkins. And it's Williamson missing. Here's Salon. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Salon's got 12.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Out to the right wing. Williamson, the pass to Murray. And good that time. 14 points for him.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
MP, that's for two. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
The Pelicans shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Pass to Williamson. Shoots. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
All right, I'm going to take the final shot.
Jacks up a three. Drains the three-pointer. MP's got
27 in the first half. I just need one more assist for a triple-double.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Welcome, everybody. Before we talk about the first half, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
With Tyrese Halliburton out, they lose one of their primary catalysts. He makes his offense run so smooth.
Yeah, he's one of the rising stars in this league, Shaq. He affects the game in winning in a big way.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Pelicans.
I hate the shots they're taking. I hate them. The team is stubborn, and you have to be willing to adjust, like us with all these new teams that's been added.
Agreed. You can't want to be a long-range sniper. But if you miss the target enough times, you become the victim.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with the double-double in hand through 2 quarters. You can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might like to light the load on him in the second half.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's foul. On the forward, Ingram and Williamson. Murray out there with Curry. And it's Smith in at the 5 down low. Now here's Williamson. And Miller with the block. Here's Salon. He's covered by Murray. Miller outside. Pass the ball. Here's Salon. It's taken away by Smith. Now here's Curry. He's covered by Ball. Curry against Ball. Over in the corner, Williamson. Now Murray. Clock at 6. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
So effective from the mid-range. Can't give Murray room to get that one off.
Now here is Miller. He's got 10. Such a wide open look. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for New Orleans. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Murray, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Ball, the pass to MP. Miller, right side. Lets the 3 fly, and it's the Hornets another 3.
12 straight points off the three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Curry passes to Smith. Now here's Murray. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Well, it's the paychecks. Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
But,
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
And the Hornets making a change here. Tyson's checked in. That's tipped. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for Brandon Miller.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Dan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scorers along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size, and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor, and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. Now, here's MP. 27 points for him. There's Miller with the 3. Good.
And there's a triple-double.
MP's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Williamson outside. On the wing, Murray. Goes up and lays it. Murray's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And 2 physical points for Murray. Mixing it up down low.
Ball kicks to MP. On the wing, Miller. 16 points for him. That one falls.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And the foul called on MP. It's his 3rd foul of the game.
It's still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Williamson, the pass to Curry. Pass to Smith. Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. calls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Pounding it in the paint there. Murray doing it all.
There's Ball with the 3. Pelicans pull it in. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry with him. And it's Miller picking him up. Curry can't get it to go. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 6 so far for the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Charlotte moving the ball around. Back to Miller. Fires for 3. Miller once again. That makes it 8 for 9 this game.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's Ingram. 10 points for him. Miller grabs the miss. For Charlotte, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. The shot no good. Tyson. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Smith outside. Ingram outside. Smith with a screen on Miller. For 3, Ingram. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Out to Miller. Back to MP. And it's Ball in the corner. Shoots. A shot no good. Tyson. Pelicans shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Here's Williamson. And the Pelicans miss again. Hornets shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. The Pelicans shoot 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. 3 finds Smith. Murray outside. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Murray's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Miller outside. Ingram with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. From down in the low post. It goes.
And what confidence from the big fella. Williamson runs the floor like a deer, and that assertiveness to attack. Love it.
Now, here's MP. 27 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. A 3-pointer, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for New Orleans. Smith with a screen on Ball. Here's Murray. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Murray's got 15 points in just the second half. Pass to Tyson. MP outside. Miller outside. Finds himself wide open and throws it. Miller's got 23 points.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive.
And stolen by MP. To the paint. Here's Ball. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming in.
Wow, with .5 left, well, 28.
Called by Charles Lee. How's your thoughts?
There's only .5
Pretty
left.
much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change. Just so there's
Well, I'm going to triple double.
And so it's the Hornets.